Now to get started, all you need is around 16 yards of Tough Love hand-felted yarn. 16 yards is great for a 12-inch wire wreath form. You'll also need a 25mm crochet hook and some scissors. Now to begin, we're going to take our yarn and place it behind the wreath form so that the tail is on the right and the working yarn is on the left. You're going to have about a 2 or 3 inch little bit hanging over the edge of your wreath form. Now we're going to take our crochet hook and place it through this loop that we've created. You want the tail on behind the crochet hook and the working yarn in front. Now to create our first stitch, we're going to reach through the front of the wreath form, place it behind our crochet hook, draping it over. Then we're going to reach from behind our wreath, place it over, draping over our crochet hook. Then we're going to pause for a moment and we're going to take our tail and tuck it into these 2 loops. Tuck it and pull tight. Then we're going to have the working yarn in the bite of the crochet hook, and we're going to take these 2 stitches and place them over the crochet hook. 1 and 2. And that creates our first stitch. We're going to pull it tight on both the working yarn and the tail and make sure that those stay nicely stacked together. We're going to do the same thing again. We're going to reach through the front of the wreath, place this working yarn over the back of the crochet hook. Then we're going to go through the back of the wreath form, pull it over the crochet hook so it lands in the bite of the crochet hook, and then we're going to take the first stitch, place it over, and the second stitch and place it over, and pull tight. The best way to pull tight, and you can even take your crochet hook out for this, the best way to pull tight is by pulling the back piece of the yarn. If you pull the front, that will just create more loop, but from the back it'll really tighten up. And then we put the crochet hook back in and go through the front, grab the working yarn, place it over, then go through the back, grab the working yarn, place it over, then first stitch over and second stitch over. And then important finishing move, pull tight and make sure your yarn always lands in the back of the wreath form before you start your next stitch. And as you go along, you just want to make sure to tighten them so that they're nice and close together. And you keep going like this all the way till the end. Okay, I've just finished my last stitch, and to know you're finished, you'll just see that your stitches are really neatly stacked. If you see any of the wire form peeking through, then you know that you can move all your stitches downward to kind of hide those gaps and fit in another stitch. Now to finish, I'm going to pull my crochet hook out and I'm going to pull that tail through. And you'll probably have quite a bit of excess yarn. You just can cut it to maybe an arm's length and then pull it through. Now we're going to create a really beautiful clean edge by taking the tail and we're going to feed it through these 2 sets of loops, these loops that are on the very outer edge from where we started. And we're going to put this tail through these 2 loops from the front of the wreath and then through to the back. And now you see where this working yarn is coming through this loop. We're going to feed it right back through there. And voila, we've created kind of a seamless edge here. Now all you have to do to weave it through is tuck it in at the back. Now you may have some extra yarn left over, and that is a perfect way to create a hanger for your wreath. So you can take any excess yarn, stick one tail through here and create a knot. Then you can take the other end and put it somewhere on the other side that feels like a good distance. Pop it through, tie another knot, and then you have a really nice hanger for putting it on your door or your wall. And we really like having it as a centerpiece with candles and some greenery, or on our front door, which it kind of can stay there all year long depending on what kind of plants from your garden that you want to put in it that are seasonal. We hope you enjoy.